Hello everyone, this is my first video ever. I hope you can hear me okay. My name is Richard. I'm concerned about some of the laws that are being passed in this country, the trend towards draconian measures and greater conflict. This is my attempt to do something about it. This is the public order bill. It's soon to become law, not quite sure when, but early in the new year I think. This is the fact sheet, as you can see. I'm not going to try and read the whole thing because my dictionary isn't that great. You can read it yourself anyway, so I'll leave a link in the usual place below. But it's basically a response to the people like XR and Just Stop Oil and Insulate Britain, who stopped the N25 earlier. Because this government doesn't care about the climate crisis at all. They're making things worse, not better. That is a crime in itself, not doing something we know is going to be harmful. That is gross negligence, that is. And some of these things would be an attack on democracy itself. These offences of locking on and going to quick lock on, for example. If the suffragettes, if they'd been applied at the time the suffragettes were protesting, they would then be, subject to a maximum penalty of 6 months imprisonment and a limited fine, or both. I'm not sure whether limited actually means that or not. Is it £5 million unlimited? Seems ridiculous to me. And there's various areas of coverage. I don't know why tunnelling's there, must be something that's happened before. The plans to extend stop and search powers of police. So they have a suspicion-led power. So a police officer suspects that a person is carrying an object that they intend to use in connection with a protest-related offence. In other words there, a protest-related offence. The suspicion-less stop and search power allows the police to do what it says, to stop and search without suspicion. They can stop anyone they don't like just because they think they might be causing a nuisance or about to. They're kind of looking for super glue or something. And this is the serious disruption preventive orders, or prevention orders, sorry. These are quite serious, these are. This measure will allow courts to place prohibitions or requirements on they consider necessary to prevent someone from causing serious disruption. I remind you of the miners' march in the 60s and 70s, stopped by Thatcher illegally, as it turned out. But nobody stopped her, nobody charged her with anything. She got away with it. But these SDPOs may include prohibiting an individual from being in a particular place, being with particular people, having particular articles in their possession, and using the internet to facilitate or encourage persons, should be people I think, to commit a protest-related offence. So using the internet, as I am now, could be deemed for me to be encouraging people to commit a protest-related offence. And do agree with the protest about climate change. I really do, because it's going to kill us all. It's the worst, it's the greatest threat we ever faced as a species. It's horrendous. And the court may also require a person subject to the STPO to wear an electronic tag. A breach of the STPO is a criminal offence carrying a maximum penalty of 6 months imprisonment and a limited fine or both. So you could go to prison for 6 months just for testing, maybe online. Astonishing. I'm sure that people will say, well, no, that's going to never happen, never that extreme, but at least for the law, it could happen. Or it takes some trigger happy police officer to say you're a nickmate, and you are, that's it. This is about the Secretary of State being able to apply for an injunction where protest action is causing or is likely to cause serious disruption to key national infrastructure or access to essential goods or services in England and Wales. Scotland is mentioned. Not sure how it is in Northern Ireland. And he or she will be able to seek an injunction where activities can have a serious adverse effect on public safety. Which is fair enough, but at first sight, but as I say, this is self-defence here. We're facing a very serious indeed. We don't do something about it. We're all going to perish worldwide, and the government is actually doing nothing. It's actually not actually protecting the country. It's doing the opposite. It's doing great harm to the country. The state itself is now a criminal organisation. Mafia government. So this is kind of preventative measures, I guess you could call it. When an injunction is granted by the court with a power of arrest attached, the powers will support the police in taking action earlier to respond to those who chose to engage in disruptive and dangerous forms of protest. Basically, they can stop you marching somewhere, I gather. All these measures ban protests. Well, they follow on from the earlier Police Crime Sentences and Courts Bill, which does effectively ban protests. If you make too much noise, as with Steve Bray for example, someone can protest about the noise, so it's disturbing them too much, and the police then be obliged to go and investigate, as far as I know. And if they find you guilty, they can haul you off to the jail or whatever. But these are just extra measures to following on from those, because it is a clampdown on protests, it really is. The only way to protest now, I think, is safely. I'm not sure how really, because you can't, in theory, you can go and march in London or somewhere, and be told you're too noisy. also wonder, in light of the current strikes, what this law means when it comes into force early in the year, I believe. So if the nurses, for example, go on strike, are they putting a critical service at risk? I guess they are. But, the service was already at risk from the government for underfunding it and basically trying to prioritise the whole thing. So who's to blame ultimately? Who is the criminal in this case? Is it the protectors or the government not doing its job properly? I say the latter. The government has actually failed this country. It's actually appalling. Almost fascist, I think. So that's it. I hope you have found it useful and my diction wasn't too bad. I'll post this on YouTube soon and see how it goes. Thank you.